Everyone. This is our lecture on disorders of imprinting. So let's get started. Our case for this lecture is a 2-year-old boy who was brought to the emergency room by his mother because she saw him fall to the floor and shake. She says he started walking on his own when he was approximately 13 months old, but seems to be having difficulty walking. Otherwise, he is a very happy toddler who is laughing all the time. So our learning objectives for this lecture are to define imprinting, explain the pathogenesis of the disorders of imprinting, and to compare and contrast Prader-Willi syndrome and Angelman syndrome. So, what is imprinting? Imprinting occurs when one copy of a gene is silenced by methylation. Now, normally, we get one copy of our gene from our mother and one from our father. In imprinting, we still get one copy of our gene from our mother and one from our father, but one of the copies got methylated, so it is silenced and not expressed. It is transcriptionally inactive. That's fine though, because at least we have one copy being transcribed. We say that only the one copy is expressed. And then we have effects that came from that one copy, or parent of origin effects. Disorders of imprinting occur when that one copy that's okay isn't okay anymore. It gets mutated or deleted. Okay, let's talk about our first disorder of imprinting, Prader-Willi syndrome. The first question we should ask is, which gene is silent or imprinted? So we have our maternal copy and our paternal copy, and it is the maternal copy that is imprinted or silenced by methylation. So we have our maternally silenced copy and our paternal copy is okay. But in Prader-Willi syndrome, the paternal copy is deleted or mutated. What are the signs and symptoms of Prader-Willi syndrome? Well, the presentation often includes hyperphagia, obesity, intellectual disability, hypogonadism, and hypotonia. The chromosome involved is chromosome 15, and remember, it's the paternal one that is deleted. However, in 25% of cases, the disorder is due to maternal uniparental disomy. What does that mean? Well, we'd have one maternal copy as usual, but then instead of a paternal copy, we'll have another maternal copy, and both are silenced. This is known as maternal uniparental disomy. How can we remember this? Well, I've always used that the P in Prader-Willi syndrome can help me remember that P is for the paternal allele. Problem with this is I always mix up whether or not the paternal one is the imprinted one or the deleted one. If you use the mnemonic Prader has no dad, it may help you remember that the paternal one is deleted. Okay, let's talk about Angelman syndrome next. Which gene is silent? So we inherit one maternal copy and one paternal copy, but the paternally derived gene is silenced by methylation or imprinted. So when we think of our copies, it's the maternal copy that is deleted or mutated for Angelman syndrome. The signs and symptoms for Angelman syndrome are seizures, ataxia, severe intellectual disability, and inappropriate laughter, which makes people with this disorder appear like a very happy puppet. The mnemonic to help remember the symptoms is set sail for Angel Island, with the S for seizures, A for ataxia, I for intellectual disability, and L for laughter. The chromosome involved is chromosome 15 again, specifically the UBE3A gene, which is for a ubiquitin protein ligase, And remember, it's the maternal copy that is deleted or mutated. In 5% of cases, it's due to paternal uniparental disomy. We can try to remember Angelman syndrome with MDs are angels to remember M for maternal and D for deletion. Okay, let's do a flash quiz. What's the term used when one copy of a gene is silenced by methylation? Yep, it's imprinting. What chromosome is affected in Prader-Willi syndrome and Angelman syndrome? Great, it's chromosome 15. So, back to our case with a little boy brought to the emergency room by his mother because she saw him fall to the floor and shake, which could possibly be what? Yep, you're right if you're thinking of a seizure. She says he started walking on his own when he was approximately 13 months old, but seems to be having difficulty walking. And that could be ataxia. Otherwise, he's a very happy toddler who is laughing all the time. So which of our disorders included seizures, ataxia, and laughing? The happy puppet, which is Angelman syndrome. So what is our bottom line? In imprinting, one gene copy is silenced by methylation and only the other copy is expressed. Disorders of imprinting, such as Prader-Willi syndrome and Angelman syndrome, occur in imprinting when the gene copy that is not silenced by methylation is deleted or mutated. Well, that's all I have for you here. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and it'll give you the opportunity to submit a comment if you have any feedback or questions. Thanks for joining me. Study hard.